All right, let's see how long it takes for YouTube to send out notifications. We're about to find out. Teddy, are you in here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're a dirty boy. You have licks. Yeah, you lick. You need a bath. You need a bath. Alright, let's see. I'll play with Teddy until people join. Shayla Lukatich, hello, hello. We got Teddy here for a second. I'll put him down, but he was begging to get up, and since the notification hadn't gone out to anybody yet, I figured I'd hold him for a minute, get him to shut up. Yeah, you were begging. You were begging. Hi, Susie Q926 and Lawyer. Hello, Bob Dodson, Amy Robinson. Hello. Amy's like, happy Friday, B. Yes. JN, hello. Hello. And yes, ENFJ. Awesome. Miss M, hello. And Christine Covey, hi. Now we have an Izzy. Izzy. Now we had an Izzy come in. Yeah. You nervous? Oh, she's nervous. It's okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? People are coming in. They're saying hi. You nervous? Okay. Yeah. Little piggy snorts. You have little piggy snorts. Yeah, you do, Izzy. Hi, Crystal Smith. Hello, hello. Yes, and I hope that your husband gets his job. Awesome. Yeah, Lawyer, the fuzzy one's name was Teddy, and this little tan chihuahua, her name is Izzy. Mish, hello. Oh, Evie Mendez, hello. Emily Voldock, yay. And yay, Emily, your son's home from the hospital. I'm so glad. Goodness gracious. My gosh. The two of y'all gonna start getting crazy in here? They're doing like like they're gonna start to... Teddy's chewing her ear. And hopefully they won't start roughhousing and making a bunch of racket down there. They're starting some shit. Let me see if I can Dad, I'm gonna be able to get it filmed, but let me see if maybe if I put it on the cards but then try to slide the camera back. Yeah, see, Teddy's biting her leg, trying to get her to trying to get her to start some shit. We really don't need these shenanigans right now. Let me move my chair. Yeah, they're starting some dumb shit. Teddy, quit provoking your sister. Are y'all under my desk? Get out from under my desk. Come on, y'all. Get out from under the desk. Go. Move, please. Move, please. That's where my legs go. Move, please. Go on. Thank you. Thank you. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So there may be some borks or weird noises that happen in here because they're acting out. Oh gosh, but that's where they were. Let me try to straighten this camera back out if I can. I don't know. Let's see. Does that look about straight? Sort of. I have to recalibrate this now because of the puppies. All right, that looks about straight. Crazy. I got pieces of, you see all this? You see this dot? This is piece of leaf from outside. So apparently a leaf was stuck in either Izzy's fur or Teddy's fur. And they put pieces of leaves on me from outside. Ridiculous. Oh gosh, let me catch up here. Amy Robinson, hello. Just T, hi. Thanks for being here today. Awesome. Yeah, Shaylin's like, the babies want mom's attention. The babies had plenty of time today and still have plenty of time today to have attention when I'm not on camera. Like, I was just doing, normal desk work and answering emails and all that kind of, office-y stuff this morning, and they could have interrupted that when I technically wasn't trying to speak to people, but now I'm trying to talk to people and they're doing their crazy bullshit, so that's just how it goes, isn't it? That's just how it goes. Whether you're a fur mom or some other kind of animal baby mom, or whether you're a human baby mom, I reckon they all kind of have that magic about them to know exactly when the perfect time to interrupt is. And I say perfect with sarcasm there. Oh my gosh. Y'all are funny. Lawyer says, I have 6 cats and I promise I am not a crazy cat lady. You probably are. But that's a good thing. That's an okay thing. Like, I'm a crazy dog lady because I have 4 dogs, and if I could afford it and knew that I had the right amount of space and time and money for them, I would have more dogs. I would keep getting more dogs. It's literally like financially is basically the main reason why I don't have more than 4. So I'm a crazy dog lady. There we go. My sister has quite a few cats and a dog, which is, her dog is kind of a cat. So let's see. She's got a trash kitty that she rescued from the dumpster. Then they have twin boys that were 2 Tonkinese cats that came from the same litter. Then they got 2 naked babies, Sphinx cats from different litters, I believe, but the same family of Nakies. So they have 5 cats and 1 dog that thinks she's a cat. So in a way, my sister has 6 cats. It's just technically one of them's a dog. Bruiser Bites, hello. You said long time no see. I know. I'm so glad to see you. I'm doing it like this. See you. I'm so glad to be connected again. Cat, hello. Your name is Cat as we're talking about Cat. You said, LL, my dog always wants attention at all the wrong times too. Yes. And Shaylin's like, yeah, my kitties want attention when on Zoom work calls, right? I swear. Yeah, see, Laura, you're like me too. I'd love to have more cats. I know. It's just like whenever you find the babies you love, you just, you want more. And you're like, technically right now I could not responsibly get more, so I guess I won't. But it's not because I don't want them. I would. Naked kitties kind of freak you out. There's a lot of people that get freaked out by naked kitties. And I think I was one of those too, because all the pictures that I had ever seen of them, they all do you hear all that squeaking back there from Teddy? He's in another room, but he's squeaking a toy. Hopefully he won't do that much. But I feel like all the pictures I had ever seen of the naked kitties were like scary, demonic looking cats. And I'm like, so they freaked me out really bad. But I actually really love her 2 nakies. In fact, out of all 5 of her cats, those 2 are my favorite. Because they act more like dogs, which is what I'm used to as being a dog mom here. So I really like those 2. I don't know if that's something that you can say for all naked kitties. I don't know if they all have that personality or if it's just these 2 for whatever reason, but they act like dogs. Like, I walk into the house and they run up like how a dog would to greet you, wanting attention, wanting pets. It's not like, oh, you have to, be quiet and they have to get to know you and you have to let them sniff first before you can do any kind of pets, and then you can only pet certain ways and for certain amount of times before they're like, that's enough, or whatever. Like how a lot of cats are kind of picky on those types of things. These are not. And it's not just me because they know me. Like a plumber walked in that they had never seen before. It was a plumber. He was coming there to do a job under the sink. They immediately start jumping up on his shoulder, chirping on his shoulder, purring on his shoulder, rubbing their face against his face, wanting love and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, he freaked out at first, but he went with it. And so they'll do that to complete strangers, and they're naked kitties, and you can pet them any kind of way you want for however long you want, and none of that is like the wrong kind of touch or, touching for the wrong amount of time or anything like that. They don't hide away. So Teddy, I'm sure y'all can hear that from here, even if it's in another room. This is a very small house, so there's not that great for soundproofing here. Even if I were to put him on the literal opposite end of the house and shut the door, you'd probably still be able to hear him. Like I said, small house, and it is what it is. I would be able to find a picture of her nakies and show them to y'all. I'll have to see if I have it. I know they've been in some B-rolls, some of my video B-rolls. I know I've had some of the nakies in there. Yeah. Let's see. Lawyer says that you love zoos and African safari scenarios with 6 cats of various ages. It's very much like living in your own personal zoo. Yeah. I feel that. Oh, and it's 11:11 over there on the West Coast there. Susie Q 926. Awesome. Yeah, it was 2:11 over here shortly. Just what, 3 minutes ago I've missed it. But yeah, so cool. Yeah, y'all over there on the Pacific. It was 11:11. Awesome. Yeah, Miss M says you can never have too many fur babies, cats or dogs. Yeah, and then I said, ooh, animal babies, because I guess there's people that are like bird people or like lizard people. They love to have the geckos and all the things or whatever. And, hey, animals are great. Animals are great. I don't care if they have fur or not. I love animals. Miss M says, I want more huskies. They're very lovable, and I just learned the other day they're my spirit animal. Oh, that's awesome. And I know you've been big into huskies, and you're, got husky family, so that's awesome. Hello, Wyatt 1 Aspen. Hello. You said naked kitties are so cute. I'm going to see if I can find her cats in my phone. I don't know. Like I'm sure y'all do too, that every once in a while you go through your gallery and you try to delete stuff so that you don't have a bunch of shit in your phone. I've been doing that lately, so I might have deleted some stuff. I don't know. I'll have to try to look. But Shaylin, yeah, nakies do kind of look like aliens, especially like one of her nakies is like a tan, my kind of skin color. He looks scary, but he's not at all. The other one she's like smoky charcoal gray, and her head is so small and her eyes are so huge and green. She looks for sure like an alien, but she's just a total love muffin. It's hilarious. They're definitely like dogs. It's so weird. Shiloh, hello. Yes, you get to be live with us. So glad. Awesome. Yay. Amy Robinson, my doggy wants singular attention. I know, right? Yes. 420. First of all, hello. And then second of all, congratulations, 12 months being a member of the Perk Squad. That's awesome. Thank you. And you said, thanks be for all you do. Well, thank you for what you do. That's 12 months of a lot of support, and I really do appreciate that. Aw. Emily says, please like the video. It helps with the rhythms. Yes, the algorithms. Yes. Bob Dobson says, my cat Molly is an outdoor cat, and she is going through some tough times right now. Aw, as a neighbor moved in with an absolute bully male. Oh no, she's terrified of him. Oh, I hope that there's some cat people out there that have some thoughts that they can share with Bob to help. Interestingly, I have a neighbor with an outdoor cat. Well, she's outdoor cat named Molly. And I call her my baby. I'm like, oh, I'm Molly's mom, because she's got a daddy over there. I'm like, I'm Molly's mom, and I play with her and stuff. And she sees me when I get out of the car, and she tries to come inside. I have technically let her inside and gave her tuna a couple times, but... But usually I make her stay outside, especially if my puppies are inside. I don't want them to meet up. I don't want, all 4 of my puppies to get their ass kicked by this one kitty girl, because I'm sure she could. But yeah, y'all, if anybody has good advice for Bob's Molly, then share. Real Wendy Sells 225. Hello. Lawyer says, prefer cats over people. I prefer dogs over people sometimes. I think sometimes all people get tired of people and tend to prefer animals or something else. I think sometimes we're just tired of each other. Performing Normality. Hello. It is Friday the 13th. We have not addressed that. You've brought that up, Kat, that yes, it is Friday the 13th. And I had brought that up when, like, on a previous live when I was like, it is going to be Friday the 13th next time. Oh, whoa. But I had forgotten about that completely. Like, on today, I as I'm sitting here, I forgot that it's Friday the 13th. I literally know that it's Friday, and I literally know that it's September 13th. But I somehow, in my mind, didn't be like, it's Friday the 13th. Like... I knew the separates. I didn't put them together. So, wow. Thank you for bringing that up, Kat. Yes. You said, my day's been hectic and I blame Friday the 13th for it. Lord, my day has been a mess. Let me see if I can find anything of the baby Nakies in my phone. This may take me a second. If I start taking too long, then I will just quit. Like I said, I know I've put them in some B-rolls before in some of my videos, so I know that they're in B-rolls. The problem is I don't know which videos they're in B-rolls, so it's not like if you miss that video or you miss that B-roll, I'm not able to be like, oh, here's the one. It's on this if you want to go watch. Here's a picture, of the Tonkinese cat she has. These aren't the Nakies, but these are the Tonkinese cats that she has. They're 2 boys that were from the same litter, and it's got her husband in this picture, but let me see. This is Alma's husband, Alex, and her 2 Tonkinese boys. One's named Ash and one's named Dusk. It looks like Dusk is the one in the front of the picture and Ash is the one in the back. And the only way I can tell is the one in the front, Dusk, has little points on his ears. I can't get it to show. If I would get it to show, but Dusk has points on his ears, Ash does not. But I thought zooming in would help me show, but it's a grainy picture, or grainy when you try to zoom in. Let me see if I can find the Nakies. I don't know. Fuck. I just pushed the wrong thingy. Where did I go? Okay, here we are. So let me try to look, and then let me see what y'all are saying while I am looking. Okay, good. I see that y'all are helping Bob with Molly, so that's awesome. Caddy, hello. And thank you for being here. And I love that your name is Caddy. And we have someone else in here named Cat. And we're talking about cats right now. So that's awesome. Let me see. I'm trying to find the Nakies. I know. Like I said, I know I had a picture or video on here that may have been deleted when I've been trying to clear out my phone. Or I know that I also put some in a B-roll recently. It was fairly recently. I just can't remember which video it was a B-roll on, so I can't even point it out to y'all to be like, hey, it's this one. Let me see. Let me text her real quick. Let's see. Send me pics of the Nakies for my live. So we'll see if she's able to, we'll see if she sees my text in time while we're still live today. And then we'll see if she can send me pictures of her nakies while we're live. I don't know. I'm still looking on my phone, but I feel like I'm running out. Oh, here was one where my husband, Jesus, I'm trying to get it. My husband was in the house and Nixie, their younger Naki, got on his head and was playing with the ceiling fan. And she was trying to eat the ceiling fan cords. She just jumped on his head. And this was one of the first times that he had ever met her. So again, like, they act like dogs. They're not like, oh, I'm shy of you, human. I have only seen you like maybe one time in my life. They're like, hey, welcome to my house. By the way, can I get on your head? I really need to be able to reach this shit up here near the ceiling. And so he was like, okay, I guess I'll stand here and try to let her, have fun and play with things. So there's Julio trying to let Nyx have her fun. So Nyx here, she's the youngest one. She's a girl, and she's got big green eyes. Her brother, which again is from a similar, it was from the same cat lady, but not the same litter. Her brother is, I guess, an orange cat, but it's a Naki, and his name is Flambe. So that was Nyx, but it would be cool if y'all could see her face, like actually see her eyes. I didn't mean for this whole stream to end up being about cats and dogs, but but here we are. We just had to get sidetracked, and this is a part of it. Here's a funny picture of Bodhi. Oh, Jesus. I was like, Bodhi, what are you doing? And similarly, there was also a picture. There were two pictures that were funny of Ted. I can't do it. This whole backwards camera thing. Come on, get clear. Please. Camera? Yeah? It's Teddy jumping on the porch, but the camera's not. There it is. So Teddy was jumping on the porch, and his little ears were up. Wrong way. This way. And Izzy was jumping on the porch, and her little paws were up. And it was so cute. It was so cute. And let's see. I'm not going to be able to. Look at this picture of Teddy. I tell you what, Teddy looked feral as all fuck in this picture. Whenever it, it's going to take a minute to. Come on, camera. You can do it. This is one of the most feral I've ever seen Teddy look. Camera, please. You were doing so well. There we go. Look how feral he looks. The hell, Teddy? What the hell? It just looked absolutely ridiculous, So, anyway. Yeah, I am not finding pictures of the Nakis here. So, maybe Alma will see my text while we're talking, and maybe she'll be able to send some pictures of them while we're talking, but I don't see any on my phone right now. I just saw that video. So let me see. All right. Let me find out where I left off on the chat. Okay, NatCat 180, and now we have another one, NatCat 180. Like, we had Cat join, Catty join, NatCat 180. All these like cat names today. It's just a synchronicity, and I'm loving this. Thank y'all. Eliana Caro, hello. I was very spirited. The Salazar, hello. Yes, happy Friday. From San Diego. I would love to be there today. Yes. Oh, goodness. Okay, people are still helping with Bob's cat. That's wonderful. Thank y'all for helping. I just call them baby nakies, and so does Alma. They're Sphinx cats. They're hairless cats. Sphinx hairless cats. I say like hairless because technically they have fur, but it's not like, cat fur like you regularly pet a cat and they feel fluffy and furry. It feels more, I don't want to say that on here. Please forgive me in advance. I'm not trying to be crude or nasty, but it feels like male genitalia with a lot of peach fuzz on it is what her Sphinx cats feel like when you're petting them. So I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be nasty or crude, but if you can imagine the underside of male genitalia and imagine a lot of peach fuzz on that's what petting her Sphinx cats feels like to me. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. And Lawyer says, yeah, I agree. They always seem to look a little creepy. They really do. They really look creepy, but hers are like dogs, and so that's why I like them. Let's see. Okay. Let me... Shaylin says, Teddy jumping on the porch looked like a little gremlin. Agreed. And performing normality, you're a cat mama of 3. Wow. Yes. There's all these people with kitties. I don't have any cats. I call myself a mom to the neighbor cat. And then I have 5 cat nieces and nephews from Alma, and my brother also has a cat that I guess I'm his aunt as well. His name is Nacho, and he is a orange cat with regular fur. Just T, hello. Oh no, I see all the laughing emojis. That's probably because of how I tried to explain how the naked cats feel. I'm so sorry. I didn't want it to come out bad, but like this, I mean, honestly, like, if you can imagine how that would feel, then truly you can imagine how petting a naked cat would feel. And it's just like, it's honestly the best descriptor. Like, they're soft, but the skin moves a lot, and it wrinkles up a lot. So you can do like this to like smooth out the wrinkles, or you can lightly touch and feel the wrinkles. It's very wrinkly, slippery, movable skin, crepey skin like this, crepey skin, kind of like me now that I'm almost 40. My eyelid skin is like really crepey and thin, or whatever. Just imagine that kind of wrinkly, crepey, thin skin, just like that part. And peach fuzz, you know how peach fuzz feels. It's soft but fuzzy and very short, so it doesn't look like fur. I'm digging a deeper hole. Am I? Yeah, I'm just digging the hole deeper. I'm just gonna quit trying. I've sufficiently explained what they feel like to me. I'm gonna move on from that. Okay. Thank you, Ileana, for putting an actual peach in the chat. Yeah. Instead of a sack. Okay. Let's see. Lawyer's like, haha, keeping it real. I tried. I don't know. Echoes of clarity. Hello. The Salazar's like, girl. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna open up my Olipop. Just take some sips of my Olipop. Hydrating is good. Tropical punch Olipop. Lovely. Let me take a second sip. Okay, so Kat says, haha, you nailed it. I mean, if anybody else has pet a hairless cat, whether it's a Sphinx or a different kind of hairless cat, I mean, tell me if you feel like that was an accurate or inaccurate description. I'm totally fine with having a better way to describe it. I would like a better way to describe it, because I'm sure there's going to be certain people sometimes that are going to be like, oh, what does that feel like? And they're not the type of people that you can describe it that way to. Like if it's a child and you don't want to describe it that way to a child and catch a charge, or, you know, if it's, you know, a nice, wonderful 80-year-old Christianly church woman and you don't want to explain it that way. So, you know, Caddy says I have grandkids, grand cats, grand dogs, and grand guinea pigs. Yes. Yes. Yeah, my daughter, well, technically, my sister's daughter, has a guinea pig named Biscuit. So, I guess that's in there. I said my daughter, and then I was like, wait, it's not my, you know, but technically, since I am identical twins with her mother, she is my daughter too. Just, she's biologically my daughter, even if I never carried her or birthed her. She's biologically my daughter because Alma and I are identical twins genetically. So Alma used to make a joke like, I could sue you for child support, and I'm like, what? Like, rude. Oh man. But we'll see if she ends up being able to send some pictures of them. But like I said, I do have some videos of her Sphinxy cats on the B-rolls. I just don't know which B-roll it was. It was fairly recent, so it was within the last 6 months, but I'm not going to make y'all look through the last 6 months of B-rolls before you find the one with the cat. But what it was Rosie, the dog, laying like this, and the cat's like licking her armpits and chewing on her face and doing all kinds of stuff, and Rosie was loving it, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? And so that was a B-roll within the last 6 months at some point. Your son's guinea pig's name is Mr. Beans. That's funny. Yeah, lawyer, I have a twin. Yeah. She used to be on these videos quite a good bit, and she used to have her own channel too as well. But people deal with grief differently, and when our dad died 3 years ago, I dealt with it by pouring myself more into this, and she dealt with it by ceasing to exist in all of this and doing her own kind of thing. So yeah, when Daddy died, we kind of both handled it in very different ways, and so she's been kind of non-existent on the internet for like the last 3 years or so, basically. But I do have a twin. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. I'm sure I got a picture of her somewhere. We took a picture recently. Where did I put that? Do I have that in my phone? We took a picture recently. Yeah, here's a picture of us outside of a Cracker Barrel. We just recently tie-dyed some shirts for the first time since, like, I don't know, elementary school or something, you know, when you're kids and people help you tie-dye stuff, but you don't remember anything from, like, elementary school. I mean, that's ages ago for us. Like I said, I'm 37. I'm getting close to 40. That's a long time ago. So we just tie-dyed shirts for the first time and didn't, like, research anything about it or look up anything, read any tutorials, nothing. We just were like, let's wing it. And then we winged it, and we both decided one day we were going to meet up to go eat at Cracker Barrel, and apparently I was like, ooh, I want to wear my tie-dye shirt today, and she apparently on her own thought, ooh, I want to wear my tie-dye shirt today. So we both showed up in our tie-dye shirts. We didn't even talk about it. It just happened because, you know, twin shit. So so there we are. Obviously, I'm the one that perpetually wears my hair in a ponytail because I have trichotillomania, and obviously she's the one that does not have trichotillomania, so her hair is thick and long like mine would be if I hadn't been pulling it out every single day of my life since I was 8 months old. And so, yep, there we are. It looks like I'm so much taller than she is, but I was faking it with those boots. So the boots gave me height. Technically, I am 1/4 of an inch taller than her. And technically, she's 1 minute older than me because in the C-section, they yanked the big one first. And she was 1 pound heavier than me when we were babies. She was 5 pounds, 4 ounces, and I was 4 pounds, 5 ounces. So she was heavier than me and got yanked out first. So her minute does not count. Her being a minute older does not count, but me being 1/4 inch taller does count. Haha. So that's us there. When we were younger, we looked a lot alike. I know I have pictures of that. Is this whole thing going to just be me showing pictures? I mean, I'm sure that's boring as hell. I don't know. There's probably people that are like, this shit sucks. And I would agree with y'all. So whoever might say that, might would agree. So sorry in advance. It's happens to be this way because there's people new enough to the channel that didn't know I had a twin because they weren't around the last 3 years here. And that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal. So here's one where we looked more alike because this was back in college, undergrad specifically. So back in undergrad, we looked more alike. So quiz, which one is me and which one is Alma? So y'all can just say orange and purple person or like burgundy red person, orange, red, whatever, purple, red, whatever you want to say. But one of us is orange and purple. One of us is red, burgundy. Which one is me? Which one is her? Let's see if y'all can vote in the chat. And while people are voting, I will go through the comments and just catch myself up. So let's see. Shaylin says, son has cats, biscuit gravy, and princess pickles. Love it. And you have a littermate rescue sister, waffles and pancakes. I love that. All the food inspo? I'm down for that. Oh yay, Cat loves the B-rolls. Well, thank you. I'm glad that they help some people. I know that not everybody wants to watch them, and that's okay. I just like to put them there because some people like to have something that helps them to smile or laugh after like a heavy reading. So, I mostly have it there for that, but it's totally fine if people don't watch the B-rolls, but they're there for that reason, Let's see. Do I teach birth charts in addition to tarot? I know Alma used to do the charts lightly in some of your videos. I don't know nearly as much about astrology as I should. You'd think that as much as I like tarot that I would know equally as much about astrology, but I don't actually. Alma knows a lot about astrology, so yeah, she could do a lot with astrology. She thinks she doesn't, but she does. She could do stuff with astrology, but she's still preferring the MIA life for right now. She may reconsider at some point in the future, who knows, but I don't know enough to be helpful with birth charts. I wish I could be, but I'm not helpful enough. V. Luann, hello. And yeah, Kat says, I totally understand that. Grief is an odd thing for sure. Yes. And Misha's like, no, this is fun. Oh, and y'all are. So Misha says, I'm orange, she's red. Shaylin says the burgundy is Alma. So Shaylin and Misha are agreeing. Kat says I'm orange on the left. Amy says I'm orange. Ileana says I'm orange purple. CC Create says I'm orange. Lawyer says I'm orange. The Luann says I'm orange. So literally every single one of you agree. So that means either you're literally all right or you're all wrong. And of course you're all right. Oh, Rico. Oh, I sent Julio something. He's like, I'll watch it on my next break. I don't know what I sent him, to be honest. Who knows what I have sent him. But I sent him something at some point today that he will watch on his next break. But, yeah, so, yep. Y'all are all right. I was in the orange and purple, and she was in the burgundy there. Here's another one where we dressed as twins for Halloween because we never dress up as twins. So we did it for Halloween because it's just such a rare thing to do. So once again, I don't know how to do this one. I guess because I don't know if the left and the right for me is the same as left and the right for y'all. Shit. Okay, well then I'm going to do it this way. This twin is twin 1. This twin is twin 2. Twin 1. Twin 2. We'll see which one y'all think I am and which one y'all think she is, because I can't tell if this is showing left and right for y'all the same way it's showing for me here, but we'll do this. Yeah, we had to dress up that way as Halloween because that's actually a rarity for us to match. We haven't matched since, I don't even know. I don't even know if we matched when we were kids. There were times where our parents dressed us very similarly, so we went together very similarly, but it wasn't an exact match. So I don't know. Kat's like, we nailed that, y'all, for the whole orange and purple versus burgundy. Blake says our head shape is different. Blake, you're looking at specifics here. Look at you. So Ileana says I'm twin 1, and so does Shaylin. Amy says twin 2 is me, so we have some dissenter this time. Kat says I'm 1. Blake says I'm 1. Ileana says we stand on the same side in each photo. Technically, in real life, I do think we end up putting ourselves in the same, like, position relative to each other. And I think that in times where I would be walking or standing next to her not in the right position, she will move and she'll be like, this feels weird. And she'll move so that I'm on the correct side of her. So that's interesting that you say that, because I think that might be a thing. But I don't think for me, I mean to do that. I think for her, it's a bigger deal. Okay. Amy said, oh, wait, hold on. I said Amy's. Okay. Amy said twin 2 is me. Kat says 1. Blake says 1. Yes, Mary Tavis, hello. You caught alive. We're not doing anything special right now. I apologize. We're just looking at twin stuff because Lawyer didn't know we were twins, and there was other people in here that I'm sure also did not know that I was a twin. So we're talking about it. D. Luann says twin 1. Caddy says twin 1. And so yes, in this picture, I am /was twin 1 over. Oh God, I can't do it. The stupid ring light over here. The screen being backwards. So yes, I am twin 1 over there. That is me. Interesting. I do tell Emma y'all miss her, the Luann. Thank y'all for saying that. That's very kind. I do tell her, and I'm like, see, you need to do something. Have I ever done the twin challenge? If that means, like, you know, trying to trick somebody in a swap, we never as kids did that because we never thought that you would be allowed to do that. Like, oh, that would mean you would be bad. That means you would be lying to someone, and that's bad, you know, and so we never did that. But then when I was in grad school, when we weren't even looking as much alike anymore, but I was in grad school, people were like, you know, it is okay if you just play a quick little trick. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. You're not going to be in trouble. Like, it's just a little quick trick. So we did end up playing a trick where in one of my classes in grad school, after lunch, she was there for the day for some other reason. I don't know why she was there. She never went to that school. But she was there for some reason that I can't recall, and we ate lunch together. And after lunch, the classmates met her, thought it was cool, talked her into coming into the class, and I was gonna wait in the bathroom until somebody called me to come in. And I was waiting in the bathroom for a very long time, and I was like, I'm gonna miss class. Like, she's in there, I'm gonna miss class, I need to be in here. And then finally I got called in. And the teacher was looking at me all shocked, and everybody was laughing because the whole class was in on it except for the teacher. They were only pranking the teacher. Apparently all the class was waiting for the teacher to notice, and the teacher was never noticing. So the classmates kept saying things like, yeah, professor, what about what Beatrice thinks? Don't you think we should, you know, see what she thinks about this? And he's like, yeah, well, what does she think about the discussion? And Alma's sitting here like, because she wasn't in the class. And then everybody's like, yeah, you know, what about her? And he's like, what about her? What do you think? What do you think? If you want to share something, what do you think? She's like, and they're like, do you understand, professor? And he's like, you know, and so he was just not understanding. She was like, I don't know what to say. I'm put on the spot. Everybody's like, come on, do you notice anything different about Beatrice, professor? You notice anything different about her? And it took a while for everything to come together when they're like, that's her twin, that's not her, da-da-da. And so finally it all came out, and I was summoned to go back into the class. But I was like, I thought this was supposed to be a prank. I thought at some point in time y'all were supposed to let me back in. I'm supposed to learn this shit. So we did do that one time. One time. Oh, man. Let's see. Let me take another sip. Hydrate. Amy, no worries that the picture foiled you. First of all, that's an old picture, and a lot of us, you know, don't look particularly like our old photos of ourselves. And then second of all, it's literally saying, hey, these people tried to look like identical twins because biologically they are, genetically they are, and now they actually were trying to look like it. So if any time anybody was going to get fooled, that would probably be the time that it would happen. So I think that's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Blake was saying, is anyone curious what the heck is going to happen in October? We just had a pretty nasty storm in Louisiana. Are you seeing an internet blackout or solar issue? You said September was lead up to October. Yeah, I am super nervous about whatever the hell the October predictions are going to be. But people have been asking about like blackouts and solar issues, and I don't even know what all that would entail, but we might squeeze in a little mini reading on that in just a second. Let me see. Oh, twin challenge, I see. Ileana says it's when you stand on opposite sides of a wall or a door where others can see both of your responses, but we, as the twins, can't. And then they give you commands and stuff, and I guess to see what does this one do and what does this one do they do the same things? Technically, I would say that there's a lot of things that people attribute to twindom that to me, I would attribute to if you're around someone a lot and you know that person really well and you're a lot like that person because of your connection and how often you're around each other. So I feel like other siblings that are that close, or other friends that are that close, or other family members that are that close, or things like that, I feel like that probably could see an interesting phenomenon like that as well. But yeah, I would imagine that if twins are close, that they would probably have more than their fair share of that. Interesting. So no, we have not done that twin challenge. We have not done that. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm thinking about twin stuff, and I'm also thinking about blackouts and solar issues. So this is a very wide variety of thought going through my noggin at this point in time here. Let's see. Do we want to do a quick mini read on the likelihood of having a blackout or solar issue? I guess, like in the near future. So I would say, when we say in the near future, I don't want to ask that question and it be like, yeah, we did have one, 50 years from now. That's not useful. So the near future, I don't know if y'all would find that useful. I know Blake would find that useful because he brought it up, but just, checking in with others as well. Mish says, I hope to give birth before the blackout power issue. I'm a guide. Yeah, I would hope that you would not be experiencing any kind of issues like that when you're trying to give birth. I imagine that that's stressful enough, and needs all of your focus and attention enough, and that you wouldn't want any kind of weird shit going on to complicate that. So, okay, so Mish says yes. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, Teddy was on the couch back there. He just hopped down. I didn't even know he was back there. Whoops. Mary Terry says, sure. All right, let me just pull up the cards. Move this microphone right here. I did say I would do a mini reading today, and or I had it in the title of the live stream, so may as well do it. I don't want to accidentally clickbait people where they were expecting a mini reading and I didn't do it when it was just that we got, caught on a tangent about cats and twins. So, let's do it. Let's do a mini reading just to see, okay, I'm going to say, Spirit guides, angels, archangels, light beings surrounding me now. Spirit of Gaia, my higher self, I ask that you help me with this co-created process of pulling the highest cards for the highest good of all, the most accurate way of all. And I ask that you please assist me right now here in this live stream with everyone to look into this sense of whether or not we will be having blackout issues or solar issues here in the near future. And so please help me to vibrate higher, and protect me in this. As always, spirit guides, thank you. Love you. All right, let's see. Okay. So let's just take a peek about that. So, likelihood of having like blackout solar issues types of things in the near future. Woo. Okay, I'm just trying to do kind of like quick mini read style here. From this, I wouldn't be too concerned, like with these King of Wands and Queen of Wands in reverse and only having the Queen of Swords upright. This to me feels like if there is some sort of like outage, or there's some sort of like solar flare, I guess people call them, or stuff like that. Like it seems to be here in this standalone thing. It doesn't seem to be here in terms of having major effects. So in terms of near future stuff, I wouldn't be too worried about that from what I'm seeing. So like, I guess with this Queen of Swords upright, it could mean that, you know, if there is something that is akin to a blackout, that it would be more like an outage in a specific area for a brief time or something that could be worked on and fixed. Or that there would be, you know, like if there was a solar issue, like a solar flare or a solar event or something, that it would be for, you know, this brief time, and it would cause maybe some brief things for a very specific type of region, area, or location, but be fixable. Like none of this stuff freaks me out really. The fact that the two, you know, the King and Queen of Wands, wands are the fire card here. The sun is a big ball of fire. These being in the reverse position feels positive to me. So it feels like whatever is there here in the near future looks to be mostly under control. Now, certainly, if there was some kind of a regional type of outage or something for a temporary amount of time, that is inconvenient. And that could be anxiety producing for some people, and it could get in the way for the people that it affects. But I'm not seeing something that feels like worldwide, widespread devastation, fear, you know, that kind of a thing. I'm not getting that. So I don't know what, you know, others are saying or putting out there that makes people anxious about this. But in terms of what I'm seeing if there's something, we're looking at something relatively small, and fixable, and all of that, rather than something that seems catastrophic, I guess I would say. So that's what I'm seeing right there. And in the chat, Grab My Mimi, welcome to the Perk Squad. And NatCat180, thank you for being a member for 38 months. Thank you. That's so sweet. Very sweet. And that reminds me. So real quick, let me pull these up here. I hope that helps with some of the fears, Blake and others that were interested in that one. I'll leave the cards up here because I see that there might be some other questions we could look into real quick as in a mini read form. But when I'm seeing the Perk Squad stuff, it reminds me I should be able to give out 5 free Perk Squad memberships for 1 month here during the live stream today. I think that that's something we tried last time and it worked last time. So I'd like to think that it would work again. In order to be eligible for that, you have to click I believe it's like clicking the blue join button and seeing how it brings up the information about the Perk Squad, and that you would click on the 3 dots at the top that, you know, usually signifies click here for more kind of thing. And when you do, that there would be some kind of a toggle switch that you have to make sure is on so that you're opting in to be eligible to be gifted a channel membership. So I'm going to give some time right now. Last time we found out that people can do that while we're live. So for anybody that has not done that and they want to opt in so that they might be one of the winners of a free month membership, I'm going to give folks some time to do that now. So again, clicking the blue join button as if you were going to join, clicking the 3 dots to see more, and clicking a toggle switch to opt in, so that you can opt in to be entered to win, basically, for whenever I click on the membership thing here. So, and hopefully it would be able to dole out 5 free 1-month memberships to the Perk Squad. It worked last time on our live stream, so I'm hoping it'll work again. I'm just going to give everybody some time to do that if they haven't yet while I read right here. Bob says, it's a lot of loyalty right there. I agree, and I'm grateful for it. So I'm seeing some other questions come in. Let's see. So there's been an uptick in wildfires and storms, Mary says, over in western Oklahoma. And C. Roberts is worried about potentially needing to kind of stock up on a few things between now and the 1st of November. And then Blake is like, yeah, I was curious because our electric grid and internet seems to be very fragile. And I would agree that there seems to be some fragility with that too. Ronnie B, hello. Yes. I know I'll need to get off not too long. We've been live for almost an hour now, so I know I will need to get off before too long, but I do want to stay live for just a little bit longer here. And okay, is everybody ready for me to click the unlock members only perks thing and see if I can gift memberships? It says membership gifting over here. I'm going to see if it lets me do it. I can't promise that it will. I know that it let me last time. And it said it's supposed to let me do it on all the live, like if I 2 times a month on a live stream. So I'm supposed to allegedly be able to. So I'm going to try. Let's hope that this works. It worked last time. Let's hope that this works. Yep, it says that I do. Terms apply. Says I can gift 5 now, so I'm going to go ahead and click the button. I hope that everybody's had a chance to do that. If not, then hopefully I will be able to do this every single live stream that we have. And we have 2 a month. So let's see if it works. Okay, it looks like it's going. It looks like it's gifting memberships. Yay! It worked. It randomly chose 5 people to provide a month worth of free Perk Squad membership. So, yay! It worked. I'm not able to select the people it goes to. YouTube just says I'm able on, 2 live streams every single month, and that's how many I do every month is 2. Then I'm allowed to click gift 5 memberships, and it will go to 5 different people at random. YouTube chooses that, and that they're gifted a month of membership for free. So congratulations to C. Roberts and to Tori and to Christine Covey and Oceana Song and Ali Le Bohemian. Congratulations to all 5 of y'all. So now y'all have a month free subscription to the Perk Squad. Y'all get to be Perk Squad members for free for a whole month. So YouTube lets me do that now, so yay. Congratulations and welcome to the Perk Squad. That means all the videos that I have over there, I'm sorry, Penelope, for hitting you in the eyes. That means all the videos that I have over there on the Perk Squad that have been over there for the last, 5 years or however long we've been here, all of those are available to you now. If any of those, strike your interest, then you're able to see those. That also means all of the weekly forecasts, they're there. Any kind of specific posts that I made only for Perk Squad members, those are there as well. Let's see, that means you'll get, I'm assuming that means you'll get a Penelope little eyeball set for green Penelope eyes by your name and able to use the emojis. So Yeah, there's perks to the Perk Squad that y'all should be able to enjoy for a whole month. So yay, I'm glad that YouTube has been letting me do this now. 2 times in a row it let me do this. So I'm very, very glad that worked. Yay. All right, Shaylin, thank you for being here. I hope that you have a good weekend too. Tamara Sams, hello. Welcome. Yay. So, I was going to look at a question. So, C. Roberts had asked, this will be the last one I'll do because I do need to kind of wrap up and get going myself. I usually try to be on here for about an hour, and I've hit an hour exactly now. But I am going to do a very quick pull that C. Roberts said about whether or not we need to stock up on a few things between now and November. That maybe there's some stuff out there that people are a little bit worried about that we might need to stock up for. I have no idea, but I'm going to ask because why not ask? So, let's see if there's any kind of reason why we might need to feel a little bit stocked up between now and November. Maybe people are worried about the election stuff here. It's just weird in the U.S. and it's just, honestly, it's weird all over the world right now. But let's just see. Okay, one thing at a time. Before people freak out, it's good to see it in this position. Okay, upright or reverse with this one that fell out. All right. Okay, so in terms of the idea of stocking up from what I'm seeing here, this doesn't freak me out a lot, but it does feel like, how do I put it? It feels like if people feel better by having some sense of preparedness, that is not a bad thing necessarily here, but I'm not seeing this sense of like, oh my gosh, y'all, we need to prep, we need to, whatever. Like, I'm not seeing anything like that freaks me out here. The 3 of Swords being in the reverse position is a good sign because this is meaning that a lot of the heartbreak, a lot of the stuff that really freaked us out and really weighed heavy on our hearts, surrounding needing to stock up and stuff, that's kind of rear view mirror. So this is, to me, reminding me of like what we went through during the COVID time, where people were feeling like they needed to stock up and feeling like they couldn't get access to things because stuff was missing off the shelves because some people were hoarding things and blah, blah, blah. So this is kind of alluding to how that period of time felt for a lot of us, and it's showing that in the past. It does show the Hierophant card in reverse, which y'all know is our governments and institutions card and thing like that. And for them to be in the reverse, there is a sense of this saying, if we rely completely 100% on the government and institutions to be the ones to assist us in hard times, we're going to be shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit, and because we're going to be disappointed that they have a limit on how much they can help people and how widespread they can help people and how deeply they can help so many people, and so they're kind of making it seem like if there is a way to make sure that we feel prepared enough or like, able to do some basic stuff for ourselves so that if there was a time that people needed a lot of help, that they could help the people that needed it the most, and that there were others of us that were okay because we were able to figure that out ourselves. We were lucky, or we were blessed, or we were whatever. It does feel like if we're able to do that for ourselves in some kind of a capacity, that's not a bad thing. That can mean that in the event things do happen in the future, targeted help can go to the people that need it most. With this 3 of Wands in reverse, though, this isn't, again, I'm not too worried about what I'm seeing here, because this is kind of like things not showing up, as in like the worst case scenarios not presenting themselves, because that's what I was asking about. So it seems like they're saying, just in general, as a blanket statement, it's good to have some level of preparedness. It's good to have some level of self-sufficiency. It's good to have some level of, I've got the tools that I need, or, you know, I take a look at what do people who prep tend to have around, you know, and I've got some of those things. I've got some canned goods or bags of rice, or, you know, I've got some, you know, Swiss Army knives and a compass and, you know, I don't know, whatever the hell, candles or matches or, you know, whatever. Like, sure, they're saying, like, sure, it can't hurt to have some basics like that, but I'm not seeing anything here that feels like that if we don't spend a lot of time thinking about this, that we're going to be screwed. I'm not seeing anything here that freaks me out to that kind of a level. So, and yeah, in terms of asking about from now to November, because I know that's what we kind of framed this as, like from now to November, I'm guessing that means that if, God forbid, the world decided to have the shit hit the fan in some kind of a way, it wouldn't look like that for a lot of us. So, I mean, if you think about it, once again, COVID, that was the entire world shit hitting the fan for all of us. And somehow we massaged ourselves through it. We figured it out. We navigated it, and we came out the other side. And this is kind of giving that same feeling of, even if bad things were to happen between now and November, or things like that, it's making me feel like it's nothing that's not handleable kind of thing. But if we want to make ourselves feel a little bit more prepared and a little bit more confident in being able to handle and navigate things, that's not a bad thing. But I don't feel like we need to, you know, obsess over it and lose sleep for it. So that's kind of what they're showing there. So, man, y'all have had 2 good questions here that we've taken a look at today, and I'm glad that we were able to take a look at both of those questions. I feel like they were kind of similar in terms of, you know, some fears that are going around right now and concerns that people have, and it makes sense that in these wild, tumultuous times we would have big fears like that, and I think it can't hurt for us to look at it. So, you know, those were good questions. Thank y'all for those questions. Definitely appreciate that. And yeah, because I didn't even realize, I'm wearing my tea with the tarot shirt. So on these live streams, I keep telling myself, you know, sometimes I forget to wear my little t-shirts on days that I'm filming. And so I've told myself, okay, when you're doing live streams, try to remember your shirts. And so I pull it out. I wear them a lot as pajama shirts because I don't wear t-shirts out in public a lot unless they're very thick baby tee cut t-shirts. So these I wear as pajamas mostly because they're like thin and comfy and good for sleeping. But I told myself, remember it. So yes, my tea with the tarot. That's what we just did. We took a look at the tea with the tarot. So thank y'all for those questions. Yeah, green-eyed Southern girl. Sorry, I can read. I just can't speak, apparently. So green-eyed Southern girl, hello. And thank you for being here. I've actually been live for an hour and 8 minutes, so I am about to wrap up and go. We did do 2 mini reads today. We also talked a lot about cats, and we also talked a lot about twins. So it's been an interesting day, and I think Alma did text with pictures of the kitties just in time. So those who've been watching since then, I can show you the pictures of the nakies, and those who have joined after, once this is up and live in its complete form, you can kind of go back to the beginning and see why we're talking about this. But these were when they were babies. Her Flambe when he was a baby, so I'm going to let it block my face so it'll focus on him. So Flambe when he was a baby. Then, is it the other way? Yeah. Nyx when she was a baby. Alma's naked cats. She has 2 naked cats. Let's see, which way do I do it? This way? Yeah. Rosie and the two naked cats. So Flambe, again, is the orange cat, and Nyx is the charcoal colored cat. Flambe is a boy, Nyx is a girl. Rosie is an dog. Rosie is an Siermet, for anybody that knows Jenna Marbles, old school. She is an Siermet, square mat. He looks so mad and so pissed, but he's not. He's a little lovable dog, and he just runs up to strangers being like, pet me, give me loves, I want attention, let me climb on you, you know, all of that. Is there another one? Yep, jeez. And then there's Nyx. Remember how I said she has huge green eyes, and so she looks like an alien? You can't even tell how green her eyes in this. You see my banner down there here at the bottom of the screen that says, want a private reading, Perk Squad exclusive, or merch, blah, blah, blah. That banner, you see that color green? That's the color her eyes are. You can't tell in this picture, but imagine that color green on those huge eyes. So that's why she looks like an alien. So he looks like a scary demon, and with similar colored eyes, and she, Jesus, looks like an absolute alien. But both of them are like little dogs. They both just run up to perfect strangers coming through the house, you know, and demand to have attention and be pet and purr on complete strangers, and, you know, just like happy little dogs, but they're naked cats. So there's her nakies. And so for the people that heard about the descriptors about how they feel, I mean, I'm telling you, when I said how they feel, the peach fuzz on that anatomical body part, that's why they feel like that, because look at it. I'm just saying that's what it feels like to pet these things. So there we go. Case in point. Let's take another swig of hydration. So, yes, Mary Tavis, you said, I'm so glad to catch your live. Hope everyone has an amazing weekend. I'm glad that you got to catch the live as well. It's been wonderful having you here with us today. I hope all of y'all have an amazing weekend too. And yes, Ileana Cano, I'll tell Alma that she is missed, and thank you for that. And Thea Luann, you said, I'm glad I could catch you live. Have to catch up on yesterday's videos. Yes. I'm glad that you could be here, and I hope that you're healing and recovering very well. I know you've been going through some really tough stuff recently. And hi, Christina Bell. I didn't get to say hello to you yet. And yes, Mish, I hope that you have a great rest of your day too. Let's see. Oh, and that you had some, Christina, you had some psychic abilities from a young age. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, Dallas, Texas, yes. Dallas is not particularly close to where my husband would cross, but he lived in Reynosa, Mexico, and would cross into McAllen, Texas all the time. And McAllen is a smaller city down there right on the border in Texas, but we always go through the Dallas airport to get there when we visit his family. So yes, I'll tell Alma that she is missed, and I'm glad that she sent those in time. And yes, do you say Tamira, Tamara? How do you say Tamira? I want to say it right. I don't know if I am saying it wrong. But I know you talk in the comments all the time, and I like seeing what you have to say and what you have to share, and so I appreciate you, and I'm sorry that I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly. I want to say it right. But thank you for being here as well. And yeah, let me say, I'm going to type to her, great. You sent them just in time before I was going to log off. And then I'll say they all said tell you hi and that you are missed. So there. I just typed that to her so that she knows. Tammy is fine. Okay. So thank you, Tammy, for being here, and thank all of you for being here, and welcome to the 5 new Perk Squad members. I hope that you enjoy your month free membership. And Big hugs to everyone. And as always, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me. And I will talk at you later. Bye.